Welcome everybody to Las Vegas, Nevada. You see this? See that right there?
We're on a little field trip.
We got no time for an intro. We got to get going. So let's show you all the street cars. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, a little too much nitrous went the other way.
All right, everybody, welcome to Streetcar Supernational 17 in Las Vegas.
Whoop, whoop.
The announcer was a real overachiever. He was really lonely. He really wanted somebody to talk to. So we're doing some post-commentary for you guys to... No, what's that word when you like... No, not encapsulate. What's the word like... Inculcate or...
Yes.
We're pretty much just doing post-commentary to...
Fill in the voids.
Oh, crap. What's the word? There's a word that perfectly describes this. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
We're doing post-commentary to describe the event. So when we first arrived, they were running some radio class. So check that out right now. What do you think of those Pro Mods, huh?
I think they're loud. They're loud. There's one Zoomies and Pro Chargers. That's loud.
Next time you complain about noise on our Nova, you better look somewhere else.
Come listen to a Pro Charged Zoomy header having
You got no idea.
Pro Mod.
You got no idea. Somebody broke down at the end of the strip.
Ford broke down.
So we're standing here twiddling our thumbs. Along with everyone else. We're just all standing around twiddling our thumbs.
We just came here to hang out together.
Look at everybody's just hanging out. Everybody's just standing around. Now that they saw some of the radio class, would you like to describe radio? What classifies you in the radio class, Master Mechanic?
Radios are amazing. So they run on a 275. So there's a couple different classes. So most of them are 275 drag radial. I don't know all the details of the class, like what the weight and everything. Mr. Craig would be a better.
Yeah, he's the man, the myth, the legend on this.
He's into that. But some of the cars run on a 235 on a drag radial. They all do 1/8 mile because it gets a little hairy over 1/8 mile.
It's too small of a tire for top end.
Yeah, they get it's a little small tire. They get moving. They have a street legal drag radial, and then they have a race drag radial. They run on the race, so pretty much it's almost slick tire. Just has a couple grooves.
We've talked about Craig at Race Engine Systems a lot. And how about you go and meet him for the very first time on this video.
We're here with the man, the myth, the legend. We got Craig here from Race Engine Systems.
Look at that.
He's the one that did the work on this nice Camaro you watched run a little bit ago. What's this thing got in it? What are we working with here?
582 conventional big block Chevy, billet head, billet block, F3 136 Pro charged.
So is that some street car? Since we're at the street car.
Still got a license plate on it, so you
Is
decide.
that all that counts?
That's all that counts. No radiator. No water needed. Mike Orbon's the driver, tuner. He actually does the engine assembly. I do all the machine work and R&D, solenoid mods, cam design.
So what this thing dyno for?
We've never dynoed it.
Okay.
Dyno's at the
That's
track.
the secret. That's the secret.
That's the secret sauce right there.
It's hard to dyno these engines just because of all the electronics, dragging the ECU, wiring all that in the dyno. You've done it. We've done it once, but it's hard to get. It's a day just for setup. It's worth it. A lot of guys are hub dynoing these days, so this has been on a hub dyno twice. That's a secret.
What kind of gas you run on? You tell them what gas you
Alcohol.
run on?
Pure alcohol.
Can you drink?
Nope. Save
Fireball?
that for later. Save that for later.
No secrets, huh?
Well,
What kind of trannies do you run in this thing?
it's got an M&M Mark Mickey 2-speed 400, non-lockup, just a conventional deal.
Street car stuff.
Streetcar stuff.
Street car stuff.
That's
It's
a
a regular
license
turbo
plate.
400. It's got a license plate.
What suspension you running on it?
It's got a racecraft front end with a leaf spring rear, Caltrac split mono with the Caltrac bar rear.
It's a good setup. I know a guy's got something like that. So Craig is involved. So he sponsored the drag radio class this year at the Streetcar Super Nationals. He's involved with a lot of the cars. He's done a lot of like top end packages, cam designs, and heads and stuff. Work for a lot of the cars. A handful of the cars at the track that day or that weekend for that race that he did a lot of different work and helped a lot of them.
Like the Patina Nova, a blown primer gray second gen Camaro. You'll see that as well. That was in the big tire class. And a few others, I can't really remember all of them.
Yeah.
Fox Body Mustang.
He's elbow deep in the drag radio class.
So let's get back to the racing. We got a little bit more of radial here into the nighttime. It gets a little crazy. Check it out. All right, we heard Mr. Craig has a car coming up here. We gotta find him.
So you gotta look for him. Where's Waldo?
Found him.
4:30.
I'm back.
What kind of times you can put down in your no time car?
Top secret.
No time?
No time.
No time on a no time car.
Wheelies, no good. Wreck stuff.
It's all right. You don't need to steer anyways.
Got ourselves an intermission after that one.
Yeah. The third one so far.
Yeah. It's been no, there's more than that. Oh, third wheelie.
Yeah, third drag in the rear bumper.
Yeah. I think the guy smacked the wall down there.
Yeah, he had a little accident. Had a little whoops.
Oopsie. So now we got intermission number 4. We're cleaning up the track.
Track officials are getting really sick of cleaning the track.
And everybody else is getting really sick of the track officials having to clean the track.
We must have leaked some fluid because we got all kinds of cleanup over there.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. What'd you call it?
A mile of
White powder.
left lane. Bad day at the track. Scarface.
They're making a run for it and they got to drop their stuff.
Exactly.
All right, an hour later.
It's freezing in Vegas when the sun goes down.
An hour later, we're ready to get back to it.
We got the next one up here. He says he's gonna give it a
Yeah, he's gonna do exactly the same thing and shut down the track again.
well, bam. He says he's retired from doing it, but I'm trying to get him to do it. there's a lot of mishaps.
Yeah, there was a lot of delays
on Friday, so it extended the night. We pretty much ran out of time.
Yeah,
to finish the qualifying.
They pretty much stopped the drag radial because the track got too cold.
So they canceled a lot of the brackets that they were running Friday night.
People kept doing big old wheelies, slamming down, breaking stuff, and messing up the track. They had to clean it. So
surprising what glue can do. There's a lot of traction for a little tire. People were getting their shoes sucked off.
Yeah, people were eating crap. It was
getting stuck to the track, falling over.
So we went back to the hotel room, and then now we're back for Saturday morning. So I don't know if this was the last test and tune they were running.
Well, they call it a test and tune because the drag radial class is a no time. So you can't call it a qualifying because you're not posting any time up. So they call it a test and tune pass because everything's heads up no time.
So when the eliminations start, when you run, it's basically whoever gets there first.
Yeah, you're not posting any times. There's no handicaps, no delays, no hokey pokey, sandbagging.
When the light goes green, you go.
Yeah,
and whoever gets to the end
wins.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why they call it a test and tune time instead of a qualifying.
So when we got there, that red Camaro was going up for, I'm pretty sure it was the last test and tune. I'm not 100%, but you know, he was going up for a test and tune. So let's see him race right now.
So we wound up breaking a rod. It looked like number one. Put a hole in the oil pan and then oil down the track, the tires. He hit both walls, unfortunately, but it wasn't too bad. I mean, the car is definitely rebuildable. Here, let Craig explain it to you.
It's life of the racetrack. It's not always pretty. We have bad days sometimes.
This is reality
This is
here.
reality.
You're making this kind of power levels. This is what's going to happen.
Win big, lose big. Today we lost big.
So what are the plans for the rebuild? Obviously the suspension is pretty messed up. Is the engine salvageable at all?
Engine salvageable. Could take a little block welding. Obviously new rods, pistons. So we're gonna need a new Smith Racecraft front end. So obviously we're gonna just need to send it back to Pro Charger, get the blower fixed.
Yeah, the Pro Charger's messed up, obviously.
Pro Charger cracked the housing, touched the impeller, touched down. So that'll be an easy fix. Those are on the shelf. So it's everything else just gonna take a little while.
Nevertheless, all those guys were breaking stuff. There's people puking parts all over the track.
It doesn't matter how much you know your stuff. It's gonna happen with that power.
You can see here. Craig will explain it.
Yeah, so Vegas is always a heartbreaker. It's the best track of the year, best conditions of the year, but everyone's cars are wore out by the time they get here. It's the longest race of the year. So the attrition rate is super high. People blow a lot of things up, crash a lot of cars because everybody's swinging for the fence. And we were leaning on it hard today, and it caught us off guard and had a parts failure and unfortunately wrecked the car. And that's Las Vegas. It happens every year to a lot of people. So we'll be back next year, rebuild, and do it all over again.
Good old Sin City, huh?
Sin City. We say we're never going to do it again, and we come back every year, and we do it again every year. Sit out here in the cold, wait all day to make 3 laps, and blow our up, and come back and just do it all over again.
So I don't think we've mentioned yet, but this video is sponsored by Race Engine Systems, Mr. Craig over there.
He has custom stuff, high-end, real tornadoes.
As you saw from that primer grade, blown second gen. He did the heads on that thing, and that thing runs really good. And it's worth it going to the right person one time rather than rebuilding your engine 4 times.
And you're not saving any money when you pay somebody half price to do it again. So yeah, just do it right the first time.
So Saturday night, there was more like of the brackets and other stuff. The radials pretty much didn't get to run at all.
Well, they're so far behind from Friday.
And all the oil downs, and
Yeah.
there was even more oil downs on Saturday that they had to clean up. People would brake, and then they'd coast the whole entire track, and they would have to clean the whole entire track. So instead of braking and just pulling over,
Little
they'd have
tidbit:
to-
if you ever drag race and you break something,
Yeah.
you pull right over and stop.
Yes,
You climb on the brakes,
please do.
pull over and stop. You don't stop in the middle of the lane. If you're in the right lane, pull over to the right, stop. You don't coast the
If you're
whole
in the
thing.
left lane, go to the left.
Yeah. If you need to get off the track, they'll push you off the track. You don't need to coast. Oh man, I can make it to the end. No, just stop.
Yeah.
That's a little tidbit.
It's kind of like you got a cop behind you. Just
like-
stop and pull over.
It's like the walk of shame. Just let everybody look at you and be like, "Oh man, he broke. It's okay."
There was some index and what else?
Couple index, different speed of index racing. They're trying to get caught up on.
And there was some pro mods that ran as well, as you just saw. So that was pretty much it for Saturday. And then Sunday we came back, and we were planning to leave pretty much right away Sunday, but we're like, let's go back Sunday morning and see if radial tire class is going
We
to run.
want to catch a radial, so we went to the track. They were trying to catch up on the bracket, and then there was another car that scattered his engine at pieces of block on the track, about half track, and he coasted the whole deal, and then so.
We were like, all right.
It was another
We're
hour
done.
or something to clean up, so we called it a day. We later found out that the radio classes went super late on Sunday. I think they finished at like midnight or something, and the track was really cold, so it wasn't ideal by no means. That's a story.
That's
the story of our trip.
I still can't think of that word. And inculcate. No, what's the word?
That's the word of our trip.
When you like enclose everything, you encapsule, or what the heck's the word?
If you told me, I could tell you.
So shout out again to Craig at Race Engine Systems.
Whoop whoop!
If you need anything, go to his website right here. You'll see it on screen.
We're gonna do a little shop tour here pretty quick. We're going up there to put an engine together.
It's top secret. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button down below. If you were there for that event, leave a comment. Let us know what cars you saw run, which ones were your favorite.
Yes, sir.
See you later.
Bye-bye.